Alright, so, was I a fan of Army of the Dead? Yes. Was I a fan of Army of Thieves? Yes. And now I'm going to leave it up to you to decide which one is better. And that's what you're going to have to do, alright? Let me know in the comment section, obviously, which one is better. Of course, I'm going into this. I'm looking at the ratings right now. It says 6.4 on IMDb, 69 on Rotten Tomatoes, 48 on Metacritic, 93% of Google users seem to like it. It's all over the place. Truth is, I loved it. I did. It's great going into it, obviously, after seeing Army of the Dead. It serves as a prequel. And I know a lot of people have that idea of whether to watch things in chronological or in release order. And obviously, release order is the way to go in this case. Specifically, just because of the change of things, you know. I enjoyed it a lot more just because we were already familiar with the character of Dieter. And seeing the way things went and just knowing how things kind of end up, it made so many moments in this film just so much more emotional. Such as the fact is we know he doesn't make it out of Army of the Dead, which absolutely sucks, specifically because they explored his character so much better, obviously, because they had so much more time to do so, and it made him even more likable. Honestly, there was a point of the movie where I'm just like, yo, this is one of my favorite characters of fiction. Obviously, that's saying a lot, but definitely in the top 50. I mean, this man killed it, bro. I mean, I absolutely love this character. Obviously, I don't want to say he's too complicated, whatever, I don't know, that's really not the case, but he's just interesting, and just the relationships he forms, and the fact that he just loves these people that he just introduces himself with just so easily. You know how socially awkward he is, and seeing him, you know, just interact with some of these characters like Rolf or whatever, it was just really fun, because obviously we just meet these characters, and just seeing his reaction to, you know, being able to bond, or asking, oh, are we bonding? You know, you see how excited he is to actually be able to have a group of people that he can kind of call friends, and that's what we saw in Army of the Dead. I'm trying to make sure I'm pulling up the cast to make sure I'm saying it all right, but obviously we saw that with one of the characters he befriended, and he ended up, you know, I don't want to say he sacrificed himself for it, and it showed, it kind of, we had a little, not even foreshadowing, but we saw that be kind of brought up in the beginning of this movie with Karina, who was mentioning, you know, your dream is foreshadowing, or your dream is like a prophecy, you're seeing what could happen, your death, and of course that freaked him out, and you know, got cleared up by the simple idea that, you know, it's just a little dream of zombies. Zombies are scary, you have the right to be scared. But of course, knowing how it ends, it's crazy. I mean, obviously, there's so many moments where I'm over here thinking of Vander, and the whole situation where, you know, he pushed them out of the way, because of course they couldn't stand each other. Well, Vander couldn't stand Ludwig at the beginning, and just seeing how that ended up, it's just amazing. So knowing that it all led to that point, and then the fact with that little touch with Batista's character and Maria Cruz, I thought that was a really cool touch, because I was questioning, like, how are they gonna do it? It'd be really cool if we got some type of, you know, post-credit scene. I understand that it's like a whole different situation due to us already knowing the movie, you know, what happens in the movie, so it'd be weird if they did a post-credit scene, but at the same time it'd be really fun, just because if you were to watch it in order or whatever, or just, you know, just for the feel of things, it just would have been a really interesting touch. So I'm really glad they ended up going that route. Just seeing him step out of the car, I mean, just from behind, you know, it's Batista. The dude is just, he's built different, so obviously right away I'm just getting all excited that this is the case. Like, we're actually seeing you know, that we're actually seeing, you know, it connect to everything. How he got his name, honestly, going into this, I didn't know that, like I don't know if I just didn't pay attention or whatever, but I didn't know that Ludwig Dieter was going to be like some type of, you know, made up name. And the way they, you know, handled it was really cool, because of course, going into it, them calling him Sebastian, I'm like, alright, this is a cool little touch to it. And then at the end of it, her, you know, putting, you know, the fake name Ludwig Dieter that only he and her knew about, because of course that was their little secret. It just meant a lot, you know, because I mean, I'm really glad in some area that she's not dead. Like, honestly, after watching Army of the Dead, I expected them to go crazy. Like, I honestly expected Dieter to be the only person that made it out. But the fact is, I don't think we even had one person. We maybe have had... How many people died in this film? I don't think many people did, right? If not any. And that's definitely saying something, because they really went nuts in the first one. So they really, not that they pulled back, because a movie doesn't necessarily need action in order to be good, and I think this really proved it. Specifically with the score itself really got me going. Even the score in the end credit scene was just beautiful. But the music in the film was just great. On top of that, I mean, what is it called? The way they handled when they did have the fight scenes. I mean, the choreography for that, pretty badass. Not gonna lie, Brad, I thought he was a douche since the beginning, but his fight sequence that he had was friggin' awesome. It was great. I mean, I don't care. I thought it was amazing. Him, going crazy, and I did expect that to happen towards the end of it all. I did expect them to not kill him off, but to ditch Dieter. I did expect that to I knew that was how it was going to go down. I didn't think that they were going to end up finishing the story with Dieter, being a fan or like a favorite, and I didn't think that they were looking to have him on the crew the entire time. I don't know why I had so much trouble saying that, but at the end of it, of course, they ended up cutting him short. Brad, of course, letting go of him just because he's a jealous bastard. That was just really annoying. It was cool to see, because of course it gave us like that awesome chase sequence with Ludwig, which was really, really cool just to watch. It was amazing. I mean, seeing the man go ham on the bike and then we had that comedic moment, him going down. There was a lot of comedic moments. Some moments that I don't want to say I wish it didn't happen, but it just kind of felt like it just dumbed the moment like down severely. Such as the moment where what's her name? Gwendoline is finally stepping up to Brad and pulls out the gun after he was actually gonna pull the trigger and kill Ludwig. Like, the man literally pulled the trigger twice in order, like, that was his plan. It's crazy. Army of Thieves already has a better rating than Army of the Dead. Me personally, I think it did a really good job with the emotions, but we'll get back to that in a second. But the fact is, when he went up to him and then tried to give him a little piece of his mind, tried to punch him, his hand literally folded, and he was more hurt than Brad was, and it was just fun to watch. And Brad had every right to just break down and start laughing, because that man did not move. That man ate that, he ate that punch, and it was just really funny to see. Back to the emotions with the characters, such as with Army of the Dead. The amount of characters that got killed off just really gave you that emotional vibe. And when a movie, for me personally, this is just how I feel. I judge a movie based on how it makes me feel. Obviously, that's how everyone should, but specifically emotion-wise. Like, if a movie can get me all sad and depressed, they did their job. I know obviously you don't want to be sad and depressed, but if a movie is just so good emotional-wise, where it got you feeling things about a fictional character, then bruh, they did their job. It's that simple. And with Army of the Dead, they really, that's where I think they excelled, at least for me. Because obviously we had these characters around for such a short period of time, but when they wiped them off, every time they wiped them off, we already saw, even in that short amount of time, we saw little relationships bloom between each character. So knowing that relationship is snipped, it really kind of sealed the deal for me. But with Army of Thieves, when we have a character such as Dieter, which we know his fate in the next movie, all these little scenes kind of foreshadowing, or just talking about things that, we know aren't going to happen, it just really hurt. Such as the scene where she was, talking about how she wanted to go to Nevada, she wanted to, open the safe, she was like, that's all her plan. Right when she mentioned that, I really thought she was going to die. I'm probably not going to throw it in the reaction, because, it is what it is, but I really thought that was, kind of foreshadowing her death. Because it's like my goal is to go to Nevada, where of course Ludwig was, and to hopefully knock the last one out of the park, and or whatever it was. And of course that's where the movie picks off with, in Nevada, Army of the Dead. So we knew that ended up happening. So it really kind of made it look like they were gonna kill her off. And towards the end of the movie, that was really where I thought it was gonna happen. Specifically at the end, where we have the Delacroix and the standoff between Delacroix, Ludwig, and Gwendoline, we had that moment, of course, on the pier, and I really thought that's what was gonna go down. I thought I knew it was gonna. I knew she was gonna be like Ludwig, you know, get on the boat, book it, or Sebastian get on the boat and book it. And I knew it was probably gonna be like that, but I thought she was gonna end up trying to pull the trigger, and he was just gonna, you know, just pull no punches. I thought maybe if that didn't happen, then he'd end up pulling the trigger, and she pulled the trigger, they'd both die, and then Ludwig would be able, or Sebastian, I keep calling him Ludwig, my bad, would be able to escape. So I thought that's really how it was gonna go down. It's really, really weird to call a character like that, because of course Ludwig Dieter being his fake name, and Sebastian being his real name, but of course we were introduced to him by his fake name first. So I really did enjoy that. Another thing I kind of enjoyed about this is the constant, I don't want to call it fourth wall breaks, but the fact that they kept bringing in movie references, saying, oh, so are we going to do this like a movie where we're going to show everything goes smoothly, yada yada yada, and then we cut back to Dieter, and he's like, this is never going to work, but he literally says that after the whole heist went down. So it was just an extremely cheesy moment, but it was just really, really funny, and I did enjoy that little touch. So there's just so many little things that just really, really kind of got my attention. Little things like that I did enjoy. But like I said, specifically with the Gwendoline and Ludwig relationship, that was probably my favorite. Karina, I'm glad she didn't get killed off either. I really need to, her name's right here, Ruby Ilfi. I don't know. I need to see what else she's in, because she absolutely killed it. I mean, I really, really enjoyed her character there. Like, I wasn't familiar with many of these actors other than, you know, the actress for Gwendoline. But it was just really cool to see how they handled this, and I don't know, I really enjoyed it, and just she stood out, of course, a lot, specifically with their awkwardness between, you know, with Ludwig, and then just moments of her just being brutally honest. I did enjoy that, and then her loyalty with Gwendoline, that was another reason that just made me absolutely love her. And then the fact that she was just dancing that entire night, that's why I said I needed a dancing Karina instead of a dancing Zemo. I thought that would be funny, but probably wasn't. But still, I'm really excited for what's to come with this universe. I wouldn't even mind some type of spin-off with Karina and Gwendoline. Of course, those characters, I would really love to see them again. If we do got some type of reactions from Gwendoline down the road of her finding out what happened to Ludwig, that would be crazy. Again, I wish we got some type of him calling Gwendoline to let her know that, you know, he's gonna do it for them. Obviously, we kind of give up his whole, you know, identity and everything, because, you know, she's in jail. But down the road, see, that's why I'm really upset that they killed him off, because I would have loved for there to be some type of other movie in the ending, is them finally being able to get free. And the thing is, I'm not against happy endings. No, I need to make that clear. I'm not against happy endings. Like I said, I really love movies that grab on to your emotions and grab your attention. And when a movie can do that, I really love it. Although this movie had some type of happy vibe to it, them ultimately not ending up together was just a big like kind of, well, not happy. So I mean, that alone just got me like, oh my god, this really breaks my heart, because it would just suck to see, because of course Ludwig was just being over here loyal. Karina, who of course is gorgeous, of course went over there and was like, you want to make out, but of course my guy Ludwig is loyal. My guy Sebastian, excuse me, is loyal. And this is before this is before he even had anything going on with Gwendoline, but he just was like, no, like, nope, like she's this is my woman, you know, like I will wait for her. And like, the man was just confident about it, and ended up I guess working out for him. But I don't know, I think they did a really good job. Now I gotta go check out who played Beatrix, because that really screwed me up, because I knew I've seen her in something. So far, the movies that are popping up, I have never seen, and I have never seen any of these. So it looks like I've never seen any of these. The last thing I could possibly think of is maybe nah, I literally have never seen any of these, so I'm screwed. Yeah, I mean, she looked familiar. I guess I'm just tripping. But either way, I enjoyed it. I'm really, really excited to hear what you guys have to say. I don't know how you guys felt about the film, but go nuts. Let me know in the comment section. Did you enjoy this one more than you enjoyed Army of the Dead? Or like, how are you feeling? Do you think they were both crap? Do you think they were both good? Do you think people overhated them? Let me know. But really anxious to hear your thoughts. Full reactions will be on Patreon. Of course, I am leaving today to go to Connecticut for some personal stuff, but I will be back on Sunday, so I will try my best to upload all the Patreon stuff for that, like by then, or for then, I mean, or just in the next coming days. But we also have tons of homework and crap, so of course that's not something that I'm looking forward to. But that's what I gotta do when I get home on Sunday. So that's where my priority is. But again, I appreciate all of you. You guys have been awesome, and I look forward to talking to you guys about the film. So remember, stay safe. Check out all my stuff in the description, please. It really helps me out when you go to my socials, such as Instagram and TikTok. We're almost at 90K for TikTok, so go follow me over there. We got a whole bunch of things going on movie wise for the channel. Quick list for the people that are only here for this movie and aren't going to be here for the television reactions, which is okay. I'm down for that, as long as you guys stay subscribed and come for the videos you like. I'm really cool with that. I don't expect you guys to watch everything I drop, because I drop a lot. But for the slate, we have the Harry Potter films, the Dark Knight trilogy, which we will actually be reacting to again with someone else after we drop the 3 with another person. Same thing with Harry Potter, actually. We're going to be watching those again, but we already reacted to those. The editing for 2 movies are done. They're on Patreon. We're going to end up finishing the rest for YouTube. Same thing with some other stuff. We're going to end up recording our Matrix reactions, Lord of the Rings reactions in the future. For December, we got some good Christmas movies coming out. We just reacted to Halloween 1978. That just dropped. Halloween 2018, I reacted to that. I gotta get to editing, but of course I got that personal thing coming up, so I won't be able to get that done. I was planning to get it done for Halloween, but I don't get back till Halloween. I was gonna go out, because I live in Salem, Mass, and, record downtown, but also got a crap ton of homework, so things didn't work out. But I will drop my Halloween and Halloween Kills reaction in the beginning of November, and I do hope you guys understand. But we got a whole bunch of things dropping, so just be ready. I mean, Bad Santa for December, rewatches of Santa Claus movies. I mean, we're gonna be having a good time, and I really hope you guys can come enjoy it with me, So be ready, stay safe. You guys are awesome, and I will see you soon. It's your man, Busy Burn. Peace out.
Please like and hit the button with the word subscribe on it.
That's it. Thank you. And goodbye.
In my pocket, catch me in Houston, balling like the Rockets. Take you the plug, I pull you out the socket. I do my dance, making a deposit. I'm feeling trendy. This ain't true religion, this is Fendi. Need 100,000 on the end.